So growing up, I was always a gamer. I grew up with a Game Boy Color. The first game I really truly remember was Pokemon Red back in the 90s, and playing on N64, eventually going up to like 360, the Xbox 360, the Nintendo GameCube. So I've been a gamer for pretty much my whole life. It was the big conference where Nintendo announced the Wii. I sat there, it was the first E3 I ever watched, and watching it, I was watching these big industry leaders and industry heads talking about their product, communicating it, and even, I think I was 13 or 14 at the time, and even at that time, I was questioning some of the decisions they were making and some of the communication strategies. They would say something, I'd be like, why did you say it like that? That's so complicated, like, why didn't you say it this way? It would be better if, us gamers would respond better if you said it like this. So even at a young age, watching my first E3, I was already scrutinizing what some of these industry leaders were doing and how they were communicating. I think video games are maturing a lot because you have my generation that we grew up with the Game Boy, and we kind of grew up on these Nintendo things, but we're looking for a little bit more adult, narrative-driven experiences, and that's something that Sony does really well with some of their third-party developers like Naughty Dog that does Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us, which are just critically acclaimed games. I think esports is growing a lot. You see a lot of brands outside of gaming jumping in on it. So I think there's a lot of opportunities there for third-party manufacturers to make really great PC gaming peripherals or competitive peripherals, but then also for brands that aren't even gaming related to sponsor esports teams or different tournaments and things like that. Even brands that are way outside the industry have opportunities here to do branded events or branded content or sponsorship opportunities just to get their name out there and associated with this really, really passionate fan base. I think one thing that is starting to become a bit of a trend with members of the media in the gaming industry is that you're seeing a lot of personalities kind of break out of these media outlets as almost like pseudo influencers. So I think there's some opportunities to build really good relationships with some of those people that they can, outside of what they do at IGN or at their respected gaming outlet, I think you have some opportunities there to build some goodwill with them, because a lot of these people stream online on Twitch or do other things or involved in things like PAX. So if you can build some of those relationships and build some goodwill with them, I think you have an opportunity for them to promote you outside of their workplace, which is really important because a lot of these people will have a lot of followers. If brands can kind of tie into that and create opportunities for themselves there, I think that's a really big trend moving forward.